Alright guys, so right now we're going to be doing an a Nissan 2500. And the issue that we're having is basically the IC is not cooling. We found a water leak, but on top of that, we have another issue, is that the fan clutch, I don't know if you can pick it up there, probably not once I start taking this apart, it's not extracting the heat out of the radiator. So once I start taking things apart, I'm going to show you guys once I get close to it. It's not supposed to spin freely on his location. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the reservoir, the intake, some radiator lines, the shrotter, the electric fan on the other side, some hoses on the bottom. I mean, it's just quite a lot of stuff that we got to take out in order to get to it. So let's jump into it. And the first we're gonna do is we gotta take this radiator tank out. Chance to take any stuff back and kind of organize myself to start this other section of the job. So that being said, let me get over. Recently, here in Florida, somebody turned the oven again, so we are getting hot. The sun is brutal. And I don't know if I showed you guys in the past, I had a canopy on the side of the truck, and the story is that one day I went to, careful when you're removing these pieces, you don't want to break the nipple. And one day I was going to the county to get some of my licenses renewed and whatnot, and I backed up and I saw a tree, which I moved, out of the way of that tree. That was okay, but I didn't see a branch behind it, so that branch ended up hitting the canopy, the awning, and broke it off the mounts that I had and everything. So now let's put this aside. Now I'm basically running around on the sun because I really have not had the chance to take that and put it all back together. And this is a non-stop. Now all these bolts here, they are number 8mm. We'll take this bracket out. Okay, there's our bracket. We're not going to be needing this. Okay, from here, let's take these out of the way. That will be another 8. Let's take this out of the way right here. Okay. moving the camera too much. So we take that out of the way. Now, I don't know if you can pick this up, but this is the blade. See how it spins? It's not supposed to spin freely like that. Okay? Not supposed to. So, let's take this fan off. I might have a little clip there to take that off. Because there is a, on the bottom of the straw, there's a window that you gotta open up so that you can take the whole cover with the hand to take care of it. If we can do that, removing the fan here, it has a clip on it, and the wires are going to attach to the side of it. With a one clip pen, plastic. Okay, and that's also a question of if I can take it off without having to take much. I'm gonna take this hose off just because I already fixed a water leak that it had, which they're plastic made. Exiting the firewall there. So exiting the firewall, there's a H pattern pipe. That H pattern pipe is out of plastic. Now, in all the Nissans that I have worked on, they all have similar but very bad design from Nissan with them. Reason being, let's see if I can take this off here. Reason being is because that pipe, they get dry rotted, and when they do, they break. It doesn't give you any warnings. They just, you know, break off. And when they do, you know, Nissan usually don't have them in stock. I don't know if this thing gets any clips or whatnot. That's another one. So, still the fan, still 8mm. Careful of that fan. That plate is very, very sharp. They already got me in many different locations. Making me bleed already. Let's just get started. And that could possibly be another reason why I hate Nissan with a passion. Don't get me wrong. Still like the old school cars. Skyline, 350C, 280, 240. And Jesus, this new stuff that they're coming up with. And like always, the last bolt fell off. So that fan has 4 bolts and they are 8mm size as well. We'll find that bolt later. I'm sure it's just gonna be there somewhere around here. It drives me crazy when I can't find it. I'll figure it out. Alright, so put some line on this side. It's up here in the front as well. On this side, there's a water line, and then it's on a clip. It hooks yourself to the side as well. Okay, let's take the nipple off. So now we should have 4 bolts. There are 8 as well. They bolt to the radiator, holding it. Now let me ask, why? If you look at the bolts, you're gonna pick it up there. They all have Loctite. All have Loctite. Now we're talking about radiator, shroud, cover, whatever. Loctite. Why? The only thing I would do is break stuff. That's the only thing. This stuff is already on the pressure as it is. Full Loctite. Everything is gonna happen. Okay, so now we gotta figure out that window on the bottom. It has a fast clip on top and one on the bottom of it. And I'm assuming right direct on the bottom of it has another one. And then it has another one on this side here. There we go. Oh boy. It has quite a few. So let me get underneath the car and get that one from the back, kind of facing the crank. That's it. There's another one on the bottom. So this is the belt that I'm talking about. So as you can see, it goes like this underneath of it. Has this clip, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that holds on the underneath. Why that is there? Just to kind of make it simple. Because now we could supposedly, ideally, we should be able to take this stuff off. Apparently we do have to take this thing out. These just do not make it easy at all. See that plastic clip? What do these things, people think that they're plastic clip holding their car, engine, and motor oil or something? These plastic clips are in there. Holy cow. Jesus. Looks like this one then clears, I could hold it and pull the car with it. So we take this guy out. Toss that out of the way. Don't forget your little clamp. And ideally and hopefully we're not dumb enough to put the bolt on the bottom of it, which knowing Nissan, it might. They're just that stupid. Why? Why would they do such thing? Of course, you have your metal tray underneath that you have to remove. Sure thing, there's a bracket there. Deal with that bracket. This plastic thing. easy bolt to fall off. And two. So underneath we have another hose that goes on the whole cover from the bottom, which is nice. And you have another bolt, another bracket with it, and a little bolt underneath. So at the end of the day, you do have to turn on. That's that. Now that's free. Okay, so straight down in the middle, we have the other bracket. And look, here's that bracket, and here's the other clip for the other hose. Now after, take this thing off and cut yourself a few times. You show fan clutch. As you can see, you're not supposed to be able to do that. When it does that, that means that it's not extracting air out. And on top of that, if you hear or you listen to your engine, you don't hear a fan sound extracting, and that will tell you that that was done. So now I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 10. Let's see something. Okay, so what we could probably do, just to make this up a little bit easier, we could take the blade itself. We could probably take that blade off. And it looks like that might be a 10. Just so we don't keep on cutting ourselves and we can get to the bolts on the back. So typically, just remember it says front, so don't mix it. If not, it's going to go the wrong way. We have 4 10mm bolts. Okay, now we expose the 10 on the pulley itself. Let's see if we can loosen them all up without having to do anything fancy and crazy. We're gonna need a crowbar regardless. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay. So when we lose, and take them all one at a time. Just we're gonna leave one that's gonna stay a little bit tight. Okay. spray the one on top. Now the ball should keep some water tension on it. Just remember, there's a pulley behind it. So here we go. See? So that's that. Here we go with a new one. It's a little bit of a different design, but it should work. So now we just repeat the process backwards. We make sure that we put all these nuts. We tighten them up first, then we put the blade. Then we can move to other things. Okay. Hey guys, let me go ahead and get a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Alright guys. So, okay. Let's get these suckers back in there. So they're tight, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that they are tight. So when you put a screwdriver, you want to hold it for spinning. Just make sure that they're tight. That way, going down the road and all of a sudden the fan just decides to come off on you. Okay. Whew. There we go. That's tight. Now we get our blade. And it says front. So we're going to line up our holes. Let's see if we can line them up. There. I'm gonna take it. Oh, darn it. I fell. Okay, those bolts. Go. Got our thermometer. Okay, that's in there. I'll try to spin it. See how it kind of stops. not like the other one that will keep on spinning. So that's done. So next we gotta put the plastic back on. Big thing. Gotta put this thing back on. So it goes in the same orientation. Just careful with the stuff surrounding it. Oh, you're not breaking anything. Make sure that this light on this side, you can see it, it's not squeezed. Oof. That's hard. Alright, so that's got us in position. We get our 5 bolts. I'll hold this thing together from the top. Remember, we still got one more on the bottom. Okay. So now let's tie these guys. So those 5 bolts are in place. Now the harness for the fan. Now we gotta click this line in its location. Over here we have another connection for the rubber hose. But you will see it, you can't miss that stuff. This is straight down from the fan. Can't really say I didn't see it. Okay, so now we can, oh, the hose over here, put that nipple back in there. Okay, now we can put the fan back on. One's on the bottom, but remember I dropped one. So here it is. not a metal thing that you're holding it, so don't go too crazy on over tying it, because if you do, you can break this plastic and then you're gonna get in the water. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Alrighty, so that is done. Now we can put this hose back on. I said if you didn't fix that issue, the water leak, I still say to take it out, just because it makes it very simple instead of having to fight with that and the clamps and the guides and all this crazy stuff. So now we can continue putting the rest of the stuff from up here, because now that we have to get underneath regardless to take that, you know, that lip from the bottom and that pan and whatnot. So might as well just finish on top, and then on the bottom side we can finish that right after. So this thing's supposed to clip in there. We got our plastic anchors here that you can probably tow the Titanic with this stuff. I don't know why they did it so damn hard. It beats me. Okay, and we got the bracket here. Sorry guys. Okay, so what is that? We have this guy here. Maybe first it goes. I was doing something wrong there for a second, but apparently I'm not. I don't think I am. And we clip this guy here. Okay, now this line, we hook it back up again. Okay, so that's out of the way. That's done, that's done. This line here. Okay, so all that is done. Let's put our intake. And there's nothing else we have to put on. Still probably has a guide there. There we go. this stuff you don't really have to do all the time. It's just enough to be in place. There we go. So from up here, everything is done. Now I'm gonna get underneath, put a little window, put the cover back on. But regardless, I have to do an oil change on this thing, so I might put the cover back after I do the oil change. I have to lift up the car and whatnot. But essentially, guys, that's how you change the fan clutch. I would probably start it right now just so you guys can hear the difference with the working fan clutch. Wing tone turbulence sound. It doesn't blow cold, it doesn't not blow cold, it's gonna blow hot. But it doesn't blow with a lot of efficiency. And that could be a reason why it works when you're driving, because you're getting wind from the front of the car when you're driving. So little things you wouldn't notice until they overheat because they have no fan. So alright guys, like always, that's the process of changing the fan clutch. A little bit under 40 minutes, not too bad. Now I just gotta finish up the bottom, but again I gotta do an oil change, and I still gotta oil change, refill the system, bleed out the system, and sorry about the movement, but this is the section there that I fixed. And that right there, it comes out of plastic, and I went to Home Depot and I got some bronze fittings, put it all together, and that would never break again. The plastic ones, they deteriorate, they get fragile, and they collapse. So like always guys, help me help you, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.